Hi, incoming Zips. My name is Claire, and I'm a yoga instructor at the University of Akron's Recreation and Wellness Center. Today, I am offering a yoga and meditation class that we also offer during the semester at the Rec Center. So to begin our practice today, we're going to start in a reclined meditation. So we're going to lie on our back. And there's a few options here. You can either have your feet mat width apart, knees drawing in towards each other, or you can have a reclined cobbler's pose, which is your soles of your feet to touch and your knees spread wide. So wherever you find yourself, just get comfortable. Maybe you draw the shoulder blades underneath the shoulders to open up the chest. Start to close the eyes, centering yourself on the mat. Allow the distractions from the outside world to slowly melt away. Finding yourself present in this moment, present in your body. Feel the weight of the body sinking into the mat. No need to hold any tension or stress in the chest or the jaw. Now bring your awareness to your nostrils. Just notice the easy inhales and exhales of air. And at any time in the practice, your mind begins to wander off of the mat, just gently bring it back to the moment. Bring it back to the breath, the different sensations created in the body. No need to worry about things you have to do in the future. Just give yourself this time to really let go and release any of that negativity, self-doubt, worry. Free yourself. Come back to the body. We're going to start to bring a hand to the belly and the hand to the heart. We're going to deepen our breath. So on an inhale, fill the belly, fill the chest. Pause at the top. Exhale, draw the navel to the spine, expelling all the air out of the lungs. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the chest. Pause. Exhale completely. Now following your natural rhythm with the deep inhales, pause at the top, slow exhales. Just noticing the calmness the breath control brings into your body. And you can keep your awareness on the breathing. Your mind doesn't have to wander, doesn't need excess thought or worries. Just keep your awareness on the deepening of the breath. Next inhale, we're gonna reach up for a full body stretch, straightening out the legs. Really find some length in the body. And then as you exhale, we're gonna roll onto our right side, allowing our head to cradle in our bottom hand. So we're gonna draw big circles at the shoulder, the left shoulder, and our head is gonna follow our fingertips. So as your arm moves, your head moves. You keep breathing, slowly moving. Maybe you pause at a spot that may need more attention. Maybe a little tighter, a little stiffer there. Send some breath to find some release. And then we're going to switch and go the opposite direction. Finding that full rotation in the shoulder. And then slowly roll onto the left side. Cradle the head with the bottom arm, the bottom hand. Start to make those big, slow circles with the right. And the head moves to follow the fingertips. Option to pause in a place that's a little bit more sticky. May need a little bit more release. And then switch, go the opposite direction. Remember to keep moving the head. From here, we're going to press ourselves up into a seated position. So gently crossing the legs, tall spine, kind of the head is reaching up towards the ceiling as our tailbone and sits bones are rooting down into the earth. So finding this connection from ground to sky. And then we're going to draw right ear to right shoulder. Left shoulder can relax down. Rotate chin to chest. Left ear, left shoulder. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Right ear, right shoulder. Maybe you reach the left fingertips over to the left side. Breath here. And then drawing chin to chest. Left ear, left shoulder. Reaching the fingertips over to the right side. And then gazing up towards the ceiling. Opening up the front of the neck. And come back to center. We're going to plant the left palms. Right arm sweeps up and over to the right side. Really lengthening out the right side body. Rotate the chest open. Breath here, find some length. Exhale, we're going to sweep the arms forward. Planting right hand on the right side. Left arm sweeps up and over. Breath here, find length. Keep both sits bones firmly rooted into the mat. Sweep the left arm forward and over. Plant the left palm. Right arm sweeps up and over. Right arm sweeps forward into the side. Left side body stretch. Come back to center. We're going to plant our hands and step back to a tabletop pose. So shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. We're going to move with our breath now. So on an inhale, we lower the belly, lift the gaze for a cow. Exhale, round the spine, tailbone tucks, chin to chest for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time with your breath. Allowing the breath to travel up and down the spine as you move. We'll come back to our neutral spine. Draw the left fingertips behind the left ear. And we're going to keep our hips glued into place as we inhale. We open up towards the left side for a twist. Exhale, you lower left elbow, twisting over to the right. Inhale, open up. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. And on your exhale, we're going to thread our left hand through and under the right, coming onto the side of the right, left head and shoulder. Using our right hand to support our head and neck. You want to protect your neck, not dump into it. Inhale, rise up. Flat back, right fingertips to the right ear. On an inhale, we open up. Exhale, we close off. So twisting the upper back as we inhale, open. Exhale, we close. Inhale, open up. Exhale, thread the right hand through the left, coming onto the side of the shoulder and the head. Using our left hand to support our head and neck. Breath here. Find some opening in the shoulders. Press into the mat, rise all the way up. We're going to come into our downward facing dog, so tuck the toes under, send the hips up and back. Spread the fingers wide. Feet are hip width apart or wider. The shoulders are drawing away from the ears, and our tailbone reaches up towards the sky. We're doing a full body scan, starting at the fingers, just noticing your connection with the earth. Moving up the arms to the head. The head is just hanging in between the arms. Maybe shaking the head yes and no. And then moving up your spine to your tailbone, finding a long straight spine, moving down the legs all the way to the toes and the ball of the foot, feeling your connection, feeling stable and strong. On an inhale, we're going to rise the heels up. Exhale, bend the knees and step to the front of the mat for a forward fold. So feet are hip width. Generous bend in the knees as we begin to open up our hamstrings and low back. Finding ragdoll, so opposite hand, opposite elbow, stacking the forearms. Maybe you find a little sway from side to side. Letting go of all control, just let the head and shoulders just hang heavy and effortlessly here. Gently release. Walk the hands to the shins as we inhale for a halfway lift. Press the crown of the head forward, flat spine. Exhale, fold. As we inhale, we bend the knees, we rise all the way up. Dive the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, dive the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift for a flat back. Exhale, lower, step back to your high plank. Shoulders over wrist, heels are pressing back. Engage the belly. Big breath in. As you exhale, shift forward and lower all the way down. We're going to come into our Sphinx pose, so drawing the forearms to the mat, planting the palms. Elbows are slightly in front of the shoulders. Opening up the chest, reversing the curvature of our spine. It's a great pose to do if you sit at a desk or on a computer all day. Prevent the tech neck and tech shoulder. One more breath here. Find some more length. Exhale, release. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Just check in here. Notice if your mind has wandered. Can you bring it back to the breath? Bring it back home to the body. And then inhale, we're gonna rise the heels up. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift for a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, dive the arms up. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. We're going to step the left foot back for our mid-lunge. So right knee is over right ankle, gazing forward. Breath in. On an exhale, we're straightening the front leg for our extended pyramid. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, extended pyramid. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, straighten out. Pause for a breath here, making sure the hips are square to the front of the mat. And then slowly come back to your low lunge. We're going to plant the left palm, right arm sweeps open, spinal twist. On every inhale, we find length. Every exhale, we twist a little bit deeper. And then we're going to walk ourselves into a wide-legged forward fold, so pointing the toes towards the left long edge of the mat. We're going to inhale for a halfway lift, find that flat back. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, walk your hands back over to the right foot, finding our mid-lunge. And then we're going to step all the way back into our high plank. Breath here, find your strength. Exhale, shift forward, lower all the way down onto the belly. Now we're going to bring the hands and the arms alongside the body, palms face down. On an inhale, we'll rise up for locust, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise the head and chest up. Exhale, lower. One more time, inhale, rise up, being mindful to keep the head in line with the spine. Exhale, release. We're going to find our crocodile pose, so allowing the forehead to rest on your hands that you make a pillow with. So this is a restorative back bend. Maybe shake the hips left and right. So allow the hips to relax into the mat. Allow yourself to deepen the breath. We're going to come back and plant our hands underneath our shoulders, press up and back, downward facing dog. On an inhale, rise the heels up. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop forward. We're going to inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, root down, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, dive the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, step the right foot back, mid-lunge. So setting up here, looking down, making sure left knee is over left ankle. Hips are squared off to the front of the mat. Inhale, we gaze forward. Exhale, we straighten out for extended pyramid. Inhale, mid-lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, mid-lunge. Exhale, extended pyramid. Stay for a breath. Inhale, rock forward. We're going to plant the right palm, left arm sweeps open, spinal twist. Keeping those hips low, twisting the upper spine. And we're going to release, walk our hands to the center of the mat for our wide-legged forward fold. The toes point forward towards the right long edge of the mat. So we're going to inhale for a halfway lift. As you exhale, option to just take this wide-legged forward fold as is, or you can interlace your hands behind your low back, finding a shoulder rinse. So you interlace your hands and then you allow the fist that you made to then fall over your head. So if your shoulders are very tight, you can also grab a hold of opposite elbow. So wherever you're at, just finding that breath to settle you into the pose. If you chose to take the shoulder rinse, return the hands to the low back and release hands to the mat. We're going to walk ourselves over to the left foot for our mid-lunge. And we're going to step back, high plank. Breath in. Exhale, lower down, all the way onto the belly. Pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. We're going to inhale using the strength in our back to rise our chest up. Hover the hands. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. Breath in. Exhale, release the shoulders, allow them to drop away from the ears. Inhale, dive the heels up. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to shift our weight over to the right foot, pressing the right big toe into the mat, finding something in front of you to focus on that's not moving. We're going to come into tree pose. So the left foot can come to the ankle, the calf, or inside the thigh. Just being mindful to keep the foot away from the knee. Few breaths here. Feel yourself grounding into the earth with the right foot, but your spine, crown of the head are going up towards the sky. You can play around with your hands. You can allow them to drop alongside the body. You can rise them up towards the sky, wherever you're at. It's okay to sway. Trees sway in the wind, but are still firmly rooted into the earth. I'm going to draw that left knee in towards the chest, grab a hold of the shin, rise up, and then sending that left leg back, coming into our high lunge. So right knee over right ankle, dive the arms up, breath in. Tuck the low ribs under, finding length in the spine. And then left arm forward, right arm back, spinal twist. Inhale, dive the arms up. Exhale, step forward. So taking tree pose on the left side. Shifting our weight to the left, really pressing the left big toe into the mat. Finding your focal point, something in front of you to focus on. Bringing the right foot to either the ankle, calf, or inside the thigh. A few breaths here. Focus in on your balance. Taking whatever arm variation works for you today. And it's okay if you fall out of it. Don't be harsh on yourself. Just gently come back. We all fall down at some point in our life, but we get back up, stronger and ready to go again. Draw the right knee into the chest, grab hold of the shin, rise up. Might lose your balance, and then step it all the way back, finding our high lunge. Dive the arms up, square the hips off, tuck the low ribs under, and then right arm forward, left arm back, spinal twist. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, we step forward. Just shake out our legs and our ankles. You roll them out. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale, dive the arms up. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift for a flat back. Exhale, fold. Step back. We're going to find a child's pose. So knees come mat width apart, big toes to touch, send the hips back. The forehead can meet the earth, or you can make a pillow with your hands. Settle in. Allow the hips to open and release. The spine is long and growing, finding length in between each vertebrae. Deep breath in. Exhale slowly. One more deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. We're going to inhale, rise all the way up. We're going to come on to a seated pose. So we're going to cross our legs. We're going to inhale, dive the arms up. Exhale, right arm, right hand to left knee, spinal twist. So left hand comes behind the low back and presses into the mat to allow us to find some more length in the spine. Inhale back to center, dive the arms up. Exhale over to the right. Coming back to center. We're going to draw the soles of our feet to touch in our cobbler's pose. And then we're going to grab hold of our feet. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, begin to fold. Maybe you press the elbows into the thighs. Leading with the heart, so we can keep that flat back as we fold forward. Rise on up. We're going to take a seated hip opener. So this is called fire log. So the right shin is going to be parallel to the front of the mat. And our left ankle is going to come on top of the right thigh. So the shins are stacked. You might need to pick up the hips and shift them around to get into place. Now, if this doesn't work for you, don't force anything. You don't want it to hurt your knees, hips. You don't want to feel any pain in this pose. It might be tightness, but no pain. You'll want to plant the right foot on the mat and just come into a figure four. So then the hands plant behind you and you can press your chest forward towards your shin. So wherever you're at, you can begin to fold forward. You don't want to arch your back, so if you begin to fold, hinge at the hips to keep that straight spine. We'll stay here for a few breaths. We often hold a lot of energy in our hips. So we'll start to release that. Free ourselves from anything that may be holding us back. I'm going to come out of it. We're going to switch to the opposite side. So the left shin is on the bottom. You need to pick your hips up again, stack the shins, or you can come into the figure four, which is when you plant the left foot on the mat and the right ankle is on top of the thigh. Wherever you're at, we're going to take a breath in. We're going to find some length in the spine. You can always stay where you're at now, or if you'd like to fold forward, we're going to hinge at the hips, like you're folding over a string at the hips. Lead with the chest. A few breaths here, just sink in. Notice if you can find any more lightness in the body, maybe in the head, neck, shoulders, or abdomen. On your exhale, just let go of anything you're holding on to. See if you can relax more deeply into the pose. Start to rise up, sending the legs long, maybe giving them a little shake, shifting left and right. Maybe bring a generous bend in the knees. We're going to start to fold over our thighs. So if you're tight in the hamstrings, you might need a deeper bend in the knees because we want to ultimately lead with the chest so we can keep that flat spine as we fold over our legs. The toes are pointing up towards the sky. A few breaths here, sinking into our fold. We'll rise on up and find our seated meditation. So I call this the elevator breath. So this is great to do if you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, nervous. You may be starting something new in your life, going to college, maybe moving out of your house for the first time. So you've got a lot of big things going on. And this is a great 3-part breath to really calm your nervous system and ground you to the earth. So I'm going to share this with you today, and hopefully you'll take this off of the mat with you and be able to do it during your day. Maybe you set an alarm every 3 hours to pause for 3 breaths and come home to your body, come home to your breath and calm yourself. It's a great calming breath. So we're going to set up, finding our tall spine. We're going to relax the shoulders down. Go ahead and close your eyes. Feel the crown of the head reaching up towards the sky, as your sits bones are rooting into the mat, like you're growing roots, deep, strong roots into the earth. So there's 3 levels. So your elevator starts at the crown of your head. And then the first level is crown of the head to the shoulders. Second level is shoulders to the belly. And third level is belly to the earth. So on every inhale, the doors open to the elevator. You let in the breath. You let in freedom, calmness. And as you exhale, the elevator lowers a level, grounds you. And then as you inhale, you open up the doors, bring in fresh air, fresh energy. And then as you exhale, you lower another level. So we're all going to take in a breath in here and a breath out. And then starting at the crown of the head, breath in, open up your elevator doors. As you exhale, the elevator lowers to the shoulders, grounds you more. Inhale, open up the doors, let in new energy. Exhale, the elevator lowers to the belly. Inhale, open up the doors, let in new freedom. Exhale, the elevator lowers to the earth and grounds you. Now sit here for a few moments with that grounding energy you've created. Just notice if you may feel more at ease, more at peace with things that are going on around you. Maybe you feel less anxious or worried. We're going to make our awareness back to the crown of the head and take our elevator down another 3 flights. So inhale, bring your awareness to the crown of the head, where elevator doors open. Exhale, the elevator lowers to the shoulders. Inhale, the doors open. Exhale, the elevator lowers to the belly. Inhale, the doors open. Exhale, the elevator all the way to the earth. Feel yourself grounding. Energy is grounding. Your awareness is in your body. So allow your body weight to really rest in the earth. Feel yourself supported by the earth, by the stable ground that you're on. Feel yourself trusting in the moment, trusting what you're doing now is right where you're supposed to be. And one more time, we're going to bring our awareness to the crown of the head. Breath in, open the doors. Exhale, ground and lower the elevator. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower and ground. Inhale, open. Exhale, ground down. Allow the breath to be natural. Easy rise and fall of the chest. We're going to come into our final relaxation pose. We're going to plant the feet on the mat, lower our body all the way onto the earth, sending the legs out long, arms alongside the body. Feel the weight of your body just sinking into the mat, melting deeper and deeper into the earth. Relax the jaw, the shoulders, the hips. Just allow thought to just float on by like a cloud, not giving your attention to any of the thoughts. Giving yourself this time to rest and restore. Start to wiggle the toes and the fingers. Take a deep breath in and roll on to the right or the left side into your fetal pose, allowing the head to rest on the bottom arm. Draw the hand to your heart center. Just thank yourself for showing up today, giving yourself this time for your body and for your mind. When you're ready, slowly press yourselves on up to a seated position. We're going to close our practice with a namaste. So we're going to inhale, dive the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. The light in me honors and respects the light and love in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you all for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your info session and that we get to connect in the fall. Take care, everyone.